2 days off from New Year's Day here in Korea, and one day tomorrow is New Year's Eve. So I just thought I'd record a little video and just go over what my year went. This year, basically the whole year I've been here in Korea, and it's been a pretty fun time. I've learned a lot of new things, did a lot of different things as well, experienced a whole new world essentially. Met a lot of different people. Yeah, and this has really been a great learning experience, really great life-changing experience. It's also been the first time I've traveled alone, anywhere. Usually I travel with family. Yeah, usually that's happened. And then this is the first time I've also been to Korea. I think I'm the first one in my immediate family who has been to Korea, because I know my aunt for sure has come to Korea before. So yeah, I was a pioneer for my family. Yeah. But overall, I was originally very worried that I wouldn't get used to living here. But yeah, it's actually been pretty nice here for this past year, and I've been really getting used to everything. Yeah, it's kind of getting a bit to the point where I actually don't want to leave a bit, but I kind of also do want to leave because I'm a bit homesick. Yeah, but then I'm definitely gonna miss a lot of the things here. Just to go over my year, in January, I got confirmation that I was going to come to Korea as a talk scholar with five other SFU students, and then that was my January, buying all the things I need, clothing, materials, shoes, especially dress shoes, because the only pair I had didn't fit anymore, and we're also very old. So there was that. February was when I first came. I arrived in Busan. The nice thing was I didn't know, but I was on the same flight as Arthur. And then we went from Vancouver to Taipei together. And then his transfer flight was later than mine. So unfortunately, thought I had to come the rest of the way by myself. But then I met some other people from the States who also came in on the talk program, including two of the youngest ones I've seen. They were both only 19, which I thought was very surprising. So there was that. And then the entire month of February was my talk orientation. And that was also when I started doing the vlog.
Hello, so this is Jeremiah Chan.
So today it is September 7th, August 3rd, so Thursday morning or Thursday afternoonish. February was also the first time I went to a club. First time I went to a club. And then moving on to March. So after February ended, the national orientation ended. But then my province, Jeonbuk, we also had a 2-week orientation, which was kind of more just like a relaxed time, I guess. We had as one of the other talk scholars who came to talk to us about it. It was kind of like a class adoption day because we were getting adopted by our different schools. Yeah. But then February was really, going back a bit, February was also a really great time because I met a lot of different people. Yeah. There were people from England, South Africa, I think a person from Mongolia, Australia, the States, yeah, and then people from Toronto, and then yeah, it was really just a melting pot for everyone. And then it's definitely the first time I've seen people from some of those countries, such as South Africa. Yeah, those people are pretty cool, and I definitely won't forget most of the friends I made. But then moving on to March, so there was the orientation, the provincial orientation, which was 3 or 4 days. So I learned then that I was going to go, or actually I knew back at orientation I was going to go to Shimwon, and I was very lucky because it turns out that my school was the one that Peter, one of the one of the organizers for the talk orientation. One of the organizers. That was his former school before he came to do the organizing things. There was that, and then there was the amazing, beautiful, wonderful. I'm very sarcastic in this. First day in which Peter brought me to school, and then it also happened to be like the planning day for all the teachers, or the first meeting day. And so I sat in on that meeting. Peter did tell me I did not need to sit in on that, but I decided I might as well just try it. Sat in on it, and then the principal had me do a self-introduction, which absolutely scared me very bad, because it was back when I did not know any Korean still, only the pre-learned phrases that they taught us. Yeah, so that was that. Yeah, and then moving on to, and then it was also the first time that I got to see my students, and I can say for certain that first class was a bomb, because I didn't know the students, didn't know me, I didn't know their English level, and then basically I was lucky that the grade 5 teacher actually sat in on the grade 5 and 6 teachers sat in on the first couple of classes, because they explained to me that I was talking too fast, which was something that Queenie, before we came here, she actually explained that Korean people have a hard time listening to us because we usually talk too fast. That's why they like Korean people speaking English better, because they speak a lot slower. Yeah. So I've had this entire year to practice on that, and I've kind of learned to slow down my speech for them a bit, but I think it's gotten to the point where if I try to speak fast again, I get my words twisted. And I might be huffing and puffing a bit because I have not done this much walking in a long while, because I walked all the way up here. March was also the first time I went to a 회식, which is a social dinner for teachers. So that was really nice. Also, first time in March was the first time, a lot of first times in Korea. First time I ate a lot of sashimi. I don't think there was much I did in April. Oh, but then I think April might have been when everyone went to Seoul, because Pearl called us up to all go to Seoul because it was kind of like a little get-together. Yeah, kind of a little get-together for everyone, just a little reunion. And then moving on to May. What did I do in May? It might have been the provincial culture trip that we went to. Where did we go? That might have been where we went. But anyway, we went somewhere like that. No, we went to Gyeongju. Yes, that's where we went. Went to Gyeongju, and it was nice there, but it was hot.
Man versus wild. Taking the train. Trips over.
On the point.
Hands are too dusty. Oh my god.
Why you wearing a pink white tee? Who you think you are, James Band singer?
After May was June, so May wasn't that much. It was just mainly the provincial cultural trip. And then there was June, which was also very hot. I think that was the time I went to Busan with a couple of friends. I think Natalie was there, Heiz was there, Jeff was there, Ellen was there, Ivy was there, and then Hedy was there. Zoe was also there because she didn't eat fish. We went to the Jagachi fish market, and then we had some fish, and that was some good fish. Yeah, that was very, very good. There was also some sashimi, I think it was. And then it was then that Highs, Jeff, and a whole bunch of other people tried out some, as they would call it, some raw octopus. Yeah, they seemed to really like that, but it was just kind of gross seeing it squirm around. Yeah, there was that. And then we went there for 2 days, I think. And then the second day was we went to a Holly High, which is, I think it's an Indian cultural event where you throw paint. Yeah, there was that. I was originally planning to go. I paid the $10 for the paint and stuff. And then there was even a hat or something. Yeah, but I paid, but then it turns out that I actually asked one of my teachers to buy me a return trip from Busan to Gwangju because it was supposedly very packed or very hard to buy tickets back, so I asked him to buy. But then my ticket was before the event started, so I had to kind of waste that $10. And then went to the bus terminal. Turns out I bought the bus ticket for the wrong terminal because Busan has 2 express bus terminals. And I went to the wrong one. So I had to quickly buy a ticket on a packed bus back to Gwangju. And then from Gwangju, it's less packed. Barely anyone goes to my town. Yeah, but it is a pretty town. It's like that. Yeah, pretty nice. So there was that. And then July, I don't think there was much. August was when my English camp was. 2-week English camp. Tried to teach kids about kind of cops and robbers, that type of stuff. And then also taught them about different countries. It was very funny to do because I had no idea how many kids it would be every day because it always changed because I guess some kids didn't want to wake up one day and want to wake up on the other day. Yeah, there was that. Yeah. And then after that, August, there was September. That was when Mirasem's wedding was. I actually took a bunch of pictures and videos of that. But then my hard drive broke. Yeah, my hard drive broke, so all of that's gone. Yeah, I also didn't make a vlog, I think, during June or July. After September is October. October is my parents. Is that when my parents came to? Yeah, my parents came to visit me during that. Okay, October and November, I kind of mixed up. I can't remember, even though it's been so close. But my parents came to visit me for 3 days, and then that was also coincided the date for my school festival, which was really nice. Yeah. And then after that was one of those months, I went on the second cultural trip to my province. I went to Jeju Island, and then now we have December, and yeah, December has been pretty amazing. I'm currently on my winter break right now. Kind of sad seeing my kids go. Went to Seoul for Christmas and then did a little Secret Santa with my friends. Just to wrap up this very muttered video. Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year to all my friends, family, and teachers. And I guess just as a wrap up, I just want to thank everyone who has helped support me through this year I've had. Namely the BPK faculty of SFU, my parents who bought my ticket here, and then my brother who has been also very supportive of me coming here, all my friends who always talk to me, always asked if I was okay, yeah, and then all my other friends from SFU who also just brought me on different trips, because if they didn't, I probably would have just stayed at home all day. I'm just very thankful for all my teachers who kind of supported me all the way, who were really patient with teaching me how to do different things in Korea, especially my MT, who basically took care of me, was essentially a big sister or essentially a mom to me, and kind of did everything for me. Yeah, there were some days that I had no idea what to do, and she would very carefully explain what to do, how to do it.